Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Kansas City. Nicole Hardman now on the return. And look at this return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. The give to Pacheco to start the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And they're gonna be stuck with a 4th and long. The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Starts his return from the 23. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Eagles will take possession. First and 10 now from the 30. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They go to Barkley again. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down, and he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. 63. On 4th down, Hurts. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Jukes out a one-stop, and he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
They have another 1st and 10 on this opening drive. This one from the opposing 40. Option play. They give it to Barkley. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, Those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Hurts now from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Slot man in motion right. On third down, it's Hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Play action, Mahomes. Has his man, it's Pacheco. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing again, Mahomes. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one hits for 30. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. 1st down throw, Mahomes. Pacheco hauls it in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Kelsey makes the catch. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. Through 1 quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Mahomes on 1st and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Oh, he misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Not on the same page with his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Yellow.
Back to the air, Mahomes. To the edge.
Oh my God!
That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme 6.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs make it a 10-point ball game. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Fielded at the 7. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got 1st down from the 31. Hurts back to the air after the pick. Makes the grab in bounds left side. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles start to fight back with their first points of this game. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Hardman with a return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Eye on these two. Come back.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
We're good.
Working quickly here. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Finds a seam down the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. He'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got it. Oh, he lost the football. And the Eagles get to it. And he will take it back for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. A great return out of him, makes a great play into one of our game's biggest highlights with that touchdown.
Yeah, some serious running back skills right there for a linebacker who doesn't get too many chances to show out like that. The only time we normally see him at top speed, Kate, is when he's running down a ball carrier. But to put that ball in his hands, he wasn't going to be denied.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Hardman with a return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes. On target to Worthy. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Has him on the quick hitter. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Josh Sweat making the stop. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Chiefs trailing on the scoreboard. Second down now, 7 to go.
Yellow.
From the 46. Finds his man, it's Worthy. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Yellow.
Again, Mahomes to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Another look for him, Brock. And hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. But my hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Another throw for Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Yellow.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Pressure coming from Mahomes. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Holding by Dotson along the sideline. And he crosses midfield before going out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st and 10, here's Hurts. He's on the move. He's running with it. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway. Ugh.
On 1st down, Hurts. Working the sideline, that's Goddard. And he's out of bounds just inside the red zone. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. From the red zone now. On the move, headed right. He smartly won't risk something here, just chucks it away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Hurts throwing again. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that'll push their lead to 4.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Hardman with a return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Fall down these 2.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Fits it through the middle. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Yellow.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. We'll score. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take the lead just before halftime. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff.
Yep.
Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Reed now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Hurts now from the gun. Buying some time right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
First down throwing for Hurts. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked up by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs might be able to get some points late after the interception.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
One last play before the break.
Yellow.
A final throw before the break. He put some juice on a deep throw. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Eagles do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock. But, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did.
Still has some space inside the 35. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Hardman with a return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes. He'll get this one to Brown. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down. Back to throw, Mahomes. Has his man. It's Pacheco. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Chased out to his right. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Tried connecting with Xavier Worthy there. And that leaves him with 3rd and short. Throwing again, Mahomes. He has the 1st over the middle. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grab the lead on their 1st series of the half. DeAndre Hopkins the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Reed now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That's a short gain of 1. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. This finds Smith. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here. Back to throw, Hurts. Forced out to his right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Taken away by the rookie from USC. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
43. Nice hit.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Pacheco hauls it in. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Out left, Worthy makes the ground. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. They motion the tight end over. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And they had that one contained right at the line. Milton Williams making the stop. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Cut near the goal line. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
But Kerr to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs make it a 10-point ball game. Reed now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they corral him well behind the line of scrimmage. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He puts some power on a deep one left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended target. So that brings up 4th and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Desperation time here on 4th. He's trying to go deeper. He's got it deep downfield. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. All right, set now. 1st and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Hurts to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. He's still going at the 30. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. That's caught at the 4. And he almost gets to the 5. He's out at the 6. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll send him over right. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they beat him to the edge. That run stops back at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. Hurts now from the gun. Headed out right. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Eagles make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
So we're down to a 3-point game, and now gonna try to get it back in pursuit of a game-tying field goal. And the Chiefs cover up the kick. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Escapes out to the left. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Fits it through the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs make it a 9-point advantage. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Reed now to kick this one away. Covey now to return this. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. On 1st down, Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Nick Bolton has it. And the Chiefs take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a 3rd time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best-case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision.
Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Rolling out to his left. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. New set of downs for him at the 38. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He throws a bullet to the center. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Eagles have some new life in the 4th. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Trying again, following the sack. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Buys time, rolling right. He loses the football. And they jump on top of it. Ooh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs capitalize on yet another interception thrown in this game.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. To the air, Mahomes. And they get to him again. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Looking to throw Mahomes. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Looking for Travis Kelce that time. And that brings up 4th and long. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And this one touchdown inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's in trouble, and the Chiefs bring him down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Hurts setting up to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Happened in the game, but
the analytics are pretty
they
clear.
gotta do it for the stats.
It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks.
GG, bro, you can't fuck with me, man.
You gotta get the big play.
Man, you know that.
Outside, that gets the job done.
And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
You heard me?
That is a DB's best friend.
Can't fuck with me in this game, bro.
Pressure earned that incompletion.
Online Madden, that goes for you, eh? All the way in South Carolina, you can't fuck with me neither. You just beat me on some bull.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
You got some 2K work after, or you not yet?
Here's Hurts.
37. You good?
To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh,
You don't know how to catch those.
Didn't
Yeah.
get down in bounds. So score this a win for the
59,
Chiefs.
like
And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football.
Scrap, what up,
wasn't it?
man? Buy
I know
some
Brock
plus,
was
nigga.
enjoying seeing
Work.
both of these offenses work, and really
Yeah,
not a
plus
lot to
work.
dislike
That's
from either
that
group.
Wi-Fi.
Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.
$400. Sox for 20 levels to this, man. Let's see. Rush your off. Sky, what up, man? Let's get this. Come on. Ace, what up? What's up, nigga? On niggas' heels now. What's up? Scared.